once my oils creep up, it's a wrap for me. I don't know, I'm torn. Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Stevie, the smile behind StevieMStarks, and today we are reviewing a brand new foundation. And the foundation we are reviewing today is the Fenty Beauty Soft Lit Luminous Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I know that's a long name, but basically it's a hydrating foundation. And the reason why I wanted to test out this foundation, one is because I'm an oily skin girly, so I wanted to see how this hydrating foundation works on my oily skin. And two, I wasn't really a fan of their matte foundation because I found it to be too drying on my skin. And if I'm completely honest, the third reason is some of these undertones are a bit too orange for my neutral undertone, so I want to see if the shade that I bought works well with my undertone. But before we get into the application of this foundation, I want to tell you a little bit about the foundation. It goes for $40 on the Fenty Beauty website and at Sephora. It has 50 shades, y'all. 50 shades. That is a lot of shades, and it needs to be. On the Sephora website, it says, this is a long-wearing, medium-covered foundation that gives golden hour glow in a bottle. It hydrates, brightens, and improves the look of skin tone immediately and over time, while resisting sweat, humidity, and transfer. That's a lot of claims, y'all. But I was really excited to hear that this is supposed to brighten your skin immediately and over time, because I have dark marks that I am on a mission to get rid of. So if this foundation can hide it without me having to do an additional layer of concealer, I'm all for it. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna apply it on one side of my face, and I'm actually applying it with their new foundation brush. So I'm excited to see how that works as well, because I love makeup brushes, y'all. I absolutely love makeup brushes. So when I saw that they were releasing a new makeup brush as well, I don't have any Fenty Beauty makeup brushes. So I was like, let's just try both at the same time. So that's what we're gonna do right now. So here's the foundation. As you can see, I haven't even opened it. That's my way of telling y'all I have not attempted to use this. I said I'm gonna try this with my YouTube family. I chose the shade 445 because I went into Sephora and I swatched it on the side of my face to see which ones would match my skin tone. Before I apply this foundation, I'm going to prime my skin like I normally do. So I'm going in with the Danessa Myricks Water Powder Serum. Then I'm going in with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer on the outskirts of my face. And while that sits, I'm just gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera. Okay, I'm primed, my eyebrows are done. Now we're gonna go ahead and apply this foundation. It says to shake well, so that's what we are doing. For medium coverage, it says to put it on the back of your hand and dab a sponge around and put it on your face. For full coverage, it says to use the brush and to apply it directly on the brush. So that's what we are going to do. And I'm kind of in a hurry because the baby's sleeping, so I want to get this face done before she wakes up. 2 pumps to the brush. We're going to do this side first. It's a very dense brush, very dense. That actually looks really good. It is not too orange at all. I'm using a pressing motion because the lady at Sephora told me with this brush to pat, 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 pat. So that's what I'm doing. I think that shade match looks pretty good. It's definitely more neutral, which I actually really, really like with my skin tone because I feel like I'm more of a neutral girly. I have some red parts of my face, but the majority of my face is neutral undertone. It definitely evened my skin tone. I do still see some of my dark marks, but I'm gonna do another layer and see if it covers this better. But I'm loving the finish of this. It is not too dewy, which I cannot stand with my oily skin at all. It's giving glow. It's definitely giving glow. That is a great shade match. Wow, I am very impressed because I was too scared that it was gonna be too orange. Even though I think 445, let me see. Oh, so 445, which I got, is actually warm olive. So it's not the neutral. This looks really good. I'm glad I went with this one and not the neutral one. I'm gonna do one more pump, and then I'm gonna target the space that I have the dark spots, which is right around my cheek area. I think that did a great job covering my dark spots with no color corrector. That's pretty good, y'all. That is pretty good. So it definitely does what it claims with my dark spots, okay? It did it for me. Let me just put it out there. It did it for me. This is with the foundation. And this is without the foundation. I'm excited to put it on my whole face. So let's do it. So this is my face with the foundation on. I am loving what it's looking like. My face looks very hydrated. It may be a tad bit warm still. I'm still trying to figure that out. But it's still almost a perfect match for my undertone compared to what I'm used to with the Fenty shades. I'm a little hesitant with how dewy it looks, but I want to put all the powders on my face and then see how I feel about the finish of this foundation. But like I said, my face looks very, very hydrated. I'm loving the coverage of this foundation because I hardly see any of my dark marks. I hardly even see any of my moles, if I'm honest with you. So I'm really excited to see what my face looks like after applying all the rest of my products, especially the powders. Because what I don't want is for me to look too dewy. I do not like dewy on my skin. I would not wear this foundation alone, like without any setting powders, because I know once my oils creep up, it's a wrap for me. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do the rest of my face, show you what that looks like, and then come back at the end of the night and show you what my face is still looking like, because this is supposed to be long wear, and right now it's 11:25. So let's do this really quickly because I think the baby's gonna wake up soon. Okay, this is the final look. I am loving the way this makeup look came together. This foundation blended well with everything. And honestly, it doesn't even look that warm anymore. So I'm very happy about that. But it does leave a very nice like glow to the face. I don't look oily. Like I said before, some hydrating foundations make me look oily. But this glow is very subtle, which I love. It is now 11:53, so I'll be back by the end of the day to give my final thoughts on this foundation. I am back. It is now 9:21, and that means I have had my makeup on for about 10 hours. Wow. That's a long time. The only thing that I have touched up on my face is my lip gloss because I've been eating. With that being said, this wear test was 10 hours long. And my conclusions from this wear test is, number one, my makeup has not budged at all. It still looks like I have just done my makeup. Minus the shine, okay? We're not looking at the shine. We're looking at the placement of the makeup. We're looking for any separation. I don't see any of that. Nothing has budged at all. Even with me eating, everything still looks the same. So when they say this foundation is long wear, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Now, with the oil and shine, because I am an oily girl, this is not bad at all for 10 hours. I did not touch it up like I said before. And since this is a luminous foundation, I automatically knew that I would look some type of shiny because it's supposed to let out a shine. I knew that when my oils came through this foundation, I was going to shine even more. So to me right now, I just look really radiant and glowy. I think that if I had normal to dry skin, this foundation would work perfectly. Like, you would not see as much shine as I have at all. I feel like this shine along my T-zones, like right here, right here, right here, and on my nose, is because I am an oily skin girl. Even though I am an oily skin girl, this is nothing compared to what I've been in the past. Like, this is so good. I am very impressed with how my foundation looks right now. Now, my third conclusion is I might have to go get another shade of this foundation. I had been saying that this was warm, but it's not really giving off orange per se. I don't know, I'm torn. Like, sometimes I see orange and then sometimes I see green from the olive shade of this foundation, but I'm curious to see if I go to 450, will that be too orange? Because based on this picture, this shade should not look this orange at all. And so the next shade would be 450. That looks orange to me, but I might just get it to see if it matches my skin tone even better than this. I think I could get away with this, but I might have to use some blue pigment just to tone down the orange that I'm seeing. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how I'm liking the shade, if I'm completely honest. But the foundation, the finish, oh, and the fourth conclusion. The way this foundation smooths my skin, I don't think I was ready for that. Like, I even FaceTimed my mom and she was like, your skin looks so smooth. And I was like, you know what? You are right. It's this new foundation. The blurring effect, like, it is so smooth. It smooths my skin so beautifully. And I have texture on my skin, like right here. And I think a little bit right here. But my skin still looks so smooth. I'm very impressed with that blurring effect. So just to recap, the things that I love about this foundation, it is definitely long wearing. Definitely long wearing. The glow that it gives is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. The blurring, smoothing effect that this gives, it's kind of crazy how smooth my face looks with this foundation. Coverage. I will say I think I used too much foundation. If I were to wear this again, I would not put on as much foundation as I did in the beginning of this video, but this was only for reviewing purposes. With that being said, this foundation did a great job covering up my dark spots without me having to use a color corrector. It's like it already has some color correcting abilities in this foundation that I'm absolutely loving. I want to see if I use less foundation, if I still am pleased with how the coverage is with my dark spots. Now, I'm about to film another video. Normally I would touch up my foundation maybe after 4 hours, and I would just go in with the powder puff. And you can see that shine is gone already. But the makeup did not move. That is phenomenal. And that is what I want. I don't want to feel like when I touch it up, I like lost some of the makeup look. Because when you're out, you don't have time to do your whole face over again. You know what I mean? You just want to get rid of the shine. And that's what I did. And you can see that shine is gone. Again, it's gone. And the makeup has not moved. Just as easy as that. Literally just touched up my face just now, and my face looks like I just did it. Absolutely love that. So that is it. That is the end of this review. Let me know below in the comments if you would wear this foundation as an oily skin girl like me, or if you have normal to dry skin. Is this a foundation that you're willing to try? Also, don't forget, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Okay, until next time, bye.